Cool. I am completely sorry about that, y'all. That we have to.
It happens.
Hang out another hour of me.
Oh yeah.
We got to tell the pizza story again.
Yeah, pizza story.
We gotta tell the pizza story again. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
You got a Primus shirt you're wearing?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. I barely got into them because Mike's really into them. Is it a base?
I think so. I know Les Claypool is also endorsed by NS, but
Cool.
yeah. But I got into them back when I was like a kid because one of their songs was on Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I played that shit all the time. And there was Jerry was a race car driver. That was the song. It was on there. It was super sick. I loved it.
Which Tony Hawk was that on?
I don't know if it was 1 or 2, like the original one, or if it was 2, but it was on there. And like I said, I would jam it. And it has a gnarly bass line. Like at the time, I didn't even know it was bass, but like later on, I was like, holy shit, that's bass.
Fuck yeah. Dude, they have those Tony Hawk soundtracks. They definitely like inspired me too. They fucking, I always think I was the underground soundtrack.
Yeah.
Shit. And that's when I first heard Lamb of God, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, they had some good shit.
Dude, it really did. Well, that's fucking awesome, dude. Let's get right into it, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking. So you guys were telling me last time that you guys are about to drop another EP.
Yes, sir. Our first EP.
Oh, that's right. Because you guys have only dropped the 2 singles, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Am I wrong, or were you guys at the beach recording that this weekend?
Yeah, we're actually doing a bunch of mixing. Adrian was there. He was doing all the mixing, but we were all there giving our input and getting cool little. We added some cool little changes to some songs, did. So we're excited about that.
And why were you guys at the beach? Is that where Adrian lives, or what?
No, my family actually has a condo over there, so we went and just like bunkered down for like 4 days there and just grinded it out.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. That's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like fucking fun.
It's super fun.
That's fun. I want to do that. We went to like, I forgot what it's Terlingua, Texas. Kind of like desert area, El Paso, Laredo, passing that area. And they have a studio out there, which is this guy, and it's kind of like a trailer house, and he kind of like rents it out to bands. And we were kind of talking to him for a little bit, but I never got back to him because I want to go out there, just fucking be out there for a week. Because you're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No, yeah, I actually have a similar experience. In mine, Adrian's old band, when we were in high school, there was a guy in like just north of San Antonio who had like that same thing. He had a barn type of thing, and then there was a studio on the bottom, and then like place he'd rent out on top of that, and that was fun. We stayed there for like a weekend, and it's awesome.
So when do you think you guys are gonna release that shit? Around
beginning of March, end of February. Beginning of March or like end of February, yeah.
So coming up pretty soon.
There you go. That's pretty recently. I thought you guys were gonna take a little more time with that. That's fucking awesome.
No, yeah. We just have like the final little touches, and then we'll send it off to distribution, and it'll be out there. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Any videos plans for that?
We wanted to do a video, but like that was during like right as the pandemic was like picking up. We're gonna film a video with Jonathan. But yeah, all that happened and we kind of put it away. We're gonna do a video for Brunga. And that we came up with the super cool concept for that, but we'll save it for something else. That'd be something. That's
gonna be badass. Fucking. So you guys just plan on keeping it instrumental, like, right? No vocals ever?
We're actually working on like a second version of one of our songs that's on our EP that's gonna have vocals.
Yeah.
Andrew's gonna do some guest vocals on that.
In Shades, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dropping all the secrets on Valdibitalks. There we go.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, dude.
Trying to build some hype.
That's fucking great. Man, I met Andrew when he was in his old band before In Shades.
Mm-hmm.
He was like in like a 8-string band. I forgot what it was. Do you remember what it was called, Tony?
Oh yeah. Aura of Birth. Yeah, Aura of Birth.
Like that, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like really big 8-string guitars, really big dudes, and Andrew just in the middle of really tiny fucking.
That guitar player is really good too. Is it Antonio Martinez? Yeah, Antonio Martinez. Yeah, right now he's just like a solo artist, but he makes really good music, man. He's been He's been working at it for some time now. I'm waiting for him to release something already, but
I think that might be the guy that Josh. He did something at Josh's, and I heard a little bit of it, and he was just doing it. It's by himself, right? No band.
That's right. Yeah, he was working with Josh for some time.
That too. That's good. That's fucking awesome. Everyone's dropping some badass shit. I just did one of these with Bakri. And,
oh, nice.
And he's dropping the whole album this year too.
That's cool, man. How is that guy? I haven't spoken to him in a bit. Like him and his brother.
Dude, Bakri's doing awesome. We talked a little bit about Muhammad. I asked him what happened to Daithala, and same thing. Like they're just kind of they have an EP and they're just kind of having it to the side and see what happens and
yeah.
Everybody, but Bakri's doing really well. He's doing his rap shit, doing all his videos. He video edits and he directs his videos for anybody that's interested too. That's gonna be fucking cool.
I want to say it was. I think it was Daithala that was featured on Slam Worldwide. Like, do you know that that YouTube channel? I think they were featured on there, weren't they?
I think so. Yeah. They have I think they released their EP through that website, right, or something like that.
Really? I know there was a track for sure. I know Tim was on there, Tim Gabbert and Bakri. Dude. Yeah. So it was them two for sure on there.
That's badass. That's dope. Yeah, I think I do remember that. And if I do find it, I'll definitely link it up for sure. That's fucking yeah. Muhammad, we talked a little about Muhammad, I've known those guys for forever because they had another band, or it might have been already that I thought.
Yeah. No, we had played with their old band at the Sound Factory. I don't remember what their band was. I know Tim was in it, Bakri, and the vocalist. His name is escaping me for Daithala. I forgot his name. I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Miz, I think the old guy.
Miz
Varela. Miz is the old guy. And
yeah, Miz.
They have Spencer now, or they had Spencer. I don't know what's going on with that. But they have a Spencer, which is the EP that they did at Josh's, and I know because I helped edit some of the guitar tracks on there. And
sick.
Clean some of the stuff up. So I'm really hoping they release that soon. But that's on them, you know what I mean? That's whenever they want to do that shit, or they even want to do that shit. Because I know Muhammad and Tim had another band called the.
Yeah, they have another group.
They had a Sada, and that's fucking cool. Everyone's staying.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then younger brother with Joseph, right? Joseph Bakri. Yeah, dude, he's a sick bass player. And he's got his whole like rap project going on. Those music videos, they're pretty sick, man.
Music videos are awesome.
Yeah.
that got me into him. Like I'm like, the music's already sick, but the editing and everything, I was like, I don't know what it is about rap music videos, but like they got it going on.
Yeah.
They kind of like had the game on for a bit, but like these cuts, the flashes, the edits, everything about them, like I'm like, I can see why people are entertained. I can see why people
I see it.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I fucks with it. I've been having a lot of fucking problems with my fucking computer and Premiere Pro and just kind of like learning all that process of editing wise. It's a pain in the ass. It really is.
No, it is. I started using DaVinci, and I know Josh started using DaVinci too, and I was talking to him a little bit about it. And that seems to be going well for a lot of people. So, I mean, you can give that a try. I think, I don't know. I've heard that it's a little bit of a change up from Premiere, but I feel like I have heard of a lot of people switching from Premiere to DaVinci. And that's because DaVinci is like a free software. It's not even like for a paid for one.
Nice. And what's the reason for the switch? Or, I mean, this is the only video editing software I've ever really, dove into. So I don't really know necessarily why there is another one. Maybe it's easier. Like I understand, the reasons why, capitalism. I get it. but you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference, or why would somebody make the switch?
I guess reliability. I know the color grading feature on DaVinci is like a really high quality professional color grading system, on there. Like I've heard people have like color graded like movies and stuff on that, which is crazy to think that it's free.
Shit.
But they do have like video editing, which it's been pretty easy to use if you like know Premiere. It's just, you know, the simple like timelines, just cut them up, chop them up where you want them. But the color gradings right here, it really steps up from everything else.
Got you. I haven't really dove in that well into that world of like fully color grading and editing, because that's just,
it's another thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's another game.
that's deep into there. Yeah, you're really into the Matrix then.
Yeah, for sure.
Real dude. Like I'm just like, I hate it. You know what I mean? I'm the type of guy that didn't really spend that much time on his computer. You know, fully. But now it's just like I feel like that's all I do, and now it's just like brain dead every single fucking day from learning all this shit. But it's you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I grew up like on the computer. Like I always say, YouTube raised me, because I mean I was on there since like 2013 or earlier, not earlier than 2013. I was on there in like 6th grade watching like those old school Shane Dawson videos and Smosh and stuff.
How old were you in 2013?
Probably like 14, 15. But no, that was before that. That was while I was in high school. I'm talking like when I first found out about YouTube.
Like,
now
I graduated from high school in 2013. I wanted to feel really bad about myself. I was like,
no. I'm always the young one in
yeah.
Yeah.
I forget how young Nick is, man.
That's
He's
why,
young.
that's
And
why. That's why. I wanted to know. I was like, how old? Like really? Like, because like I do feel that. Like I feel like the younger generation has gotten it like a lot quicker than we have, and they just kind of dove in faster, and like they were raised with this shit. They were raised, like I've seen like 2-year-olds now like fully streaming on their fucking phones, and I'm just like,
oh, dude, yeah,
this is insane. This is
they're just like live streaming Goo Goo Gaga.
Nah, I did like student teaching last semester, and I was sitting on like a pre-K class, and like, dude, those kids are like pulling up their assignments and turning them in, and I'm like, dude, these children are like 4, like 3 or 4, doing everything, like signing into class, opening up different applications, turning their assignments. I'm like, what the hell? You know, it's insane.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I better learn all this shit quick.
Their generation is gonna take over. I already know.
Fast, son. It's gonna come fast.
Especially at like musicians. As musicians, like you have to be today. Like if you want to make it, we were talking about this last time. You got to be well-rounded. You got to be kind of like Josh, where he does his own videos, he does his own audio. You know, he markets himself, and it's really what I guess today's artists are pushing for. You see it on social media, Instagram and stuff. All that's very important.
Yeah, for sure.
Super important.
For sure. And I was talking to, I did one of these with Charlie, and it's weird to see his point of view from it too, because the dude's almost 40. And that's wild to think too, like, because he's like, he just came into this year doing, he just dropped his Futuro Conjunto record with another one of his studio projects, and he's like, I haven't released music in like 10 years, something like that, he said. And like he's like, that's, and he's like, if I totally forgot, like as soon as you drop it, like now you have to push it, like now you have to promote it completely, constantly, and like you have to pay the shit out of people by constantly putting out shit like this. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, like, and he's like, I completely had forgotten about that. But now, like coming into this, he's like, it's 10 times even quicker now. It's so fucking everyday shit, and it's it was like, it was kind of mind blowing how to do that. And we were talking about TikTok, how like, and I have another conversation with another friend, because she was talking about TikTok too, and she was like, you have to get into that social media game. I'm like, that's cringy. Like I feel like I'm at that age where I'm like, that shit is cringy as fuck, and it's cringy. And I'm just like, I don't get it. But she's like, no, you have to.
You have to.
Yeah, and like I've been trying to get into TikTok, but it's different. It's a different game than social media. I mean, than Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Like one of my friends from Austin, Darian. He's in the band The Ansible. He's a drummer. They played down here, I think, right before the pandemic.
They played down here a couple times.
Yeah, but he like his TikTok like popped off, and like he has all that stuff down, you know, where like they're pointing and shit's popping up, and I'm like, dude, like wow, like it's impressive when someone's able to do that, like the TikTok, right?
Abe did this like merch show off video recently, where they're showing off Immortal Guardians 2 merch.
Oh yeah.
Really, really good. Like it's just like the screens are pulling with the shirt and everything, and I thought that was really clever, and I really liked that. But some of the other shit that other people are doing, I'm just like, okay, I kind of get it, kind of don't. But I mean, you just gotta keep putting shit out there, I guess. But I still have not downloaded the app, so
yeah, me neither.
We'll still call me old. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, dude.
I don't get it yet. But I don't know. Everyone else has downloaded. My mom has a fucking TikTok.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't expect that social media to pop off like it did. I mean, I remember it in the beginning. It was like, oh, this is gonna be like another Vine attempt or whatever, you know, because people try to like recreate that like photo or whatever.
Yeah.
And
TikTok
it blew up. Like,
yeah,
blew up.
It seems to be a lot more popular than Vine. Honestly, the only social media that I mess with is Instagram and Facebook. That's all I really use.
I constantly try not to use my Facebook as much, just because like it got really cloudy and really ugly ever since last year.
Yeah.
But IG, I like it. Even though it's the same company. I hate that it's the same company, and I hate how I try to like convince myself it's not. It's completely different platforms. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got bought out.
Yeah. But I do like my IG a lot more.
Same.
I don't know why. It's weird.
I try not to pay attention. I try not to, like on Facebook, I try not to pay attention to any of like the heated things, the political stuff.
Yeah.
I just skim past through that. It's just, I don't want to waste my time and energy on arguments, you know, like I got better things to do. I got shit posting to do, man. I got fucking idiot memes to share.
Yeah. If anyone listening doesn't have them on Facebook, Adam, it's a breath of fresh air from all the political stuff. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, if you don't want to like engage with political arguments, just go to my wall and then indulge in the decadent idiocy that is my wall of my post. I just share shit, and it's like I don't really make posts. I don't say anything. I don't want to engage in that. If I were, I'd rather do it in person. Than it's just too time consuming. It's too energy consuming. Like having to wait for somebody's response on Facebook. Like the anxiety of it. It's just
I got bills to pay.
I got other stuff to do, man. Like come talk to me in person. I don't know.
That's fucking hilarious. And how's work been going for you, Tony?
Oh, well, good. We just got back from the weekend music retreat. So, I came back on Monday, and I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. So I go back to work tomorrow. Really, it's going good, dude. I got promoted recently, so I have keys. I have more responsibility. You know, work's starting to pick up a little bit more, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's a lot more chill than it was after the holidays. It's just a lot more chill now, I guess. Yeah, it's good.
That's real good.
On.
I haven't been at Guitar Center in fucking like 6 months, something like that.
Dude, yeah, this past weekend we had to go to the one in Brownsville because iLock like fucked up. So we had to go buy like the little iLock like USB thing. Yeah. From the Guitar Center in Brownsville. So we went and like, I don't know, man, that one's like falling apart, dude. There's like hardly any guitars there, and like it's real dull inside. Like I don't know, like the lights just look dull. I don't know. Like I don't mean to talk shit, but like it's a different vibe in there.
Yeah, it's a different atmosphere when I walked in there. Everybody I met there, I talked to them. hey man, I need to get a sit order or whatever. Hey, yeah, we have this in stock. I'm talking to the guys in Brownsville. I got to meet Chris, and he was really awesome. And some other guy there I met. So far, the people I've met there, they're cool, man. They're really chill. But as far as the atmosphere goes there, it seems kind of lackluster, I guess. I guess you could say. But they're suffering the same as us. Inventory is suffering. If you were to go into our warehouse right now, where we have all our guitars, it's just basically almost empty. It's barren. You know, it's crazy, man. COVID, the rippling effects of COVID have I don't know. It's affected factories. Ibanez factories had to close. We hardly have any Ibanez guitars. Maybe we do now, but a couple of weeks ago had like maybe one Ibanez, but it's been there since like I don't know, months. So yeah.
For everybody watching that doesn't know where Tony works, I don't know if you can say it, but it rhymes with Bajargenter.
I work at Guitar Center. Yeah.
I don't know if you can say it. Yeah, Guitar Center.
Brian used to work at Guitar Center as well.
And it was fun. I don't remember it ever being really that bad. Cause man, that sucks, man. I loved working at that place. I really did. The atmosphere, the culture, especially in the Houston one, like everybody really just got along, the whole store, and we all partied together, and we would all, it's like rockstar shit. Fucking
yeah.
You get to meet your idols. You get to meet people touring bands. You get them, hook them up with free shit. You get tickets. It was cool. But damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it'll get better, man. I don't expect this to be forever.
Because like I don't know why. Like I'm not meaning to talk shit or like fucking putting the last nail on the coffin, but like it's kind of seems like that for forever. Like that's the way it's kind of always been heading. And
for GC.
Yeah, and like even like those memes, dude. Like I saw the fucking like all last week with the stock market.
Yeah.
They were like Guitar Center CEOs were like on Reddit, like do your thing. It would be like that's always how it's been. Like didn't they already like declare bankruptcy like 3 times already?
Yes, GC has declared bankruptcy several times. I'm not sure, more than twice.
But it's probably just like the Michael Scott thing where he's just like declare bankruptcy. They're not actually fucking doing it. They're just saying
yeah, and then recently we declared bankruptcy again. I believe it was in December or like late November. And a lot of customers, like, they'll come up to us and they'll ask us, hey, so I heard you're going out of business, man. And like I'm not really sure how to respond to that. It's like, we declared bankruptcy, yes, but I still have my job still here. Like the building's still here. A lot of people still have their jobs. As far as I know, nobody has lost their job due to the bankruptcy. I still have my benefits. People still, my other employees have their coworkers. They have their benefits as well. I don't know. I don't know why people are so invested into like having that conversation with the employees.
Hey, discounts.
I have some.
When's the clearance sale coming?
Oh, fuck.
That's literally what it is. That's literally.
Yeah. I think the clearance sale is actually already happened or is going on. But
when I thought it's so fucked up to say because it's like a local business and like I've lived next to it my whole entire fucking life, but they finally opened that fucking Hermes here in Far.
Oh, I didn't even know.
And the one where it used to be a factory for the longest fucking time next to the M. Rivas. I don't know if you ever saw, there was like a big, but there used to be a big Hermes store there. Now it's an actual store. They have the front of the factory and it's like a tiny, they have a speaker setup. They have a couple of guitars, walls, strings, bullshit. They actually opened the back warehouse for people to go in for like a sale one time. And I actually walked in that bitch. and it's the shit, dude. Like there's like
Oh.
so much gear scattered the fuck everywhere. They don't even know where the fuck to look, dude. There was a fucking
Oh.
car in that bitch. There was a car in the fucking warehouse.
What the hell?
That's how big that bitch is.
There's a
Yeah,
fucking
I've never
car
seen
in there.
it. I've never seen. I don't even know where it's at.
Dude,
Yeah.
right next here and far on Old 83, next to the M. Rivas, there's a big, it's Hermes. Now it's a store, but it used to just be like a warehouse. I think back in the day, it used to be a store too. Then they closed it just to be a warehouse. They had that other Hermes by the expressway, and I guess they just took it off and were like, let's just make the rest of the warehouse into a little store, the front of the
A
store.
little store, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, it's cool. Like I bought a couple of stuff from there. I bought my keyboard, and I bought like a wireless mic from there. Just when like I have shit that I need real quick, I'll stop by there just because I live right next to it. But like they were supposedly like that was like their their clearance sale. Like they were gonna get rid of all that shit because they were gonna get rid of that place, but they didn't. And now it's still there. And I'm like, well, badass. Like if I ever need shit, badass, it's there. But it's so funny. I met those dudes, like the Hermes dudes, like even the main guy, like in fucking at NAMM, and it's so weird, like to see, like
people from the valley
had a little like a cubicle for Hermes, and I was just like, and it said McAllen, Texas, and I'm like, how the fuck do we not even know about this? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, like, because as a kid, they even had a TV show, dude. Like I remember, what's it called? Porque amamos la música.
Yeah.
Like this, like it was like a TV show. I think I was on either like Telemundo or like Univision or some bullshit. And
Really?
and he would come out and like interview bands. And I remember he did Sepultura once because they're from Brazil.
Cool.
That's super cool.
Like that's the only reason I remember. I'm like, oh, that's a metal band. Like fucking watching this and like fucking I remember my aunt or my grandma was like, hey, te va a gustar esto here.
Hey, eres rockero.
Look, mira, tienen pelo.
Tienen pelo? Dude, for real?
They fucking, yeah. So there was a TV show, and like going to NAMM and like meeting them, and they have a little cubicle, and I'm like, the fuck? Like it was just such a like weird, like those like little moments where you're just like.
Did you see that they're planning on bringing NAMM back already in 2022? I think they said they're already planning the event, and like the weekend announced like a world tour starting January 2022. I'm like, dude, like, is this it? Like, what's happening? You know, like
I think this is it. Honestly, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it was like, I think now everyone's just kind of like relaxing now that the vaccine's here.
That's true. I mean, I need to get it. I'm not like, you know, I'm not at risk. I'm not like, I'm not in any of those positions to get it. But whenever it's available for like normies like me, then yeah, I'll get it.
I'm also not in a hurry to go to downtown either, or go into a bar, you know.
Yeah. Me neither. I'm not in a hurry to do any of those things. Only reason what I would be in a hurry to do is to get back on tour or a big show. But like in downtown or to play, and I'm not dissing anybody. I'm not trying to diss downtown or any of the bars or whatever is going down. I'm just saying like the things I want to do and the things that I feel like we should be doing as musicians and as bands are like carnival, fucking big things. We should fucking like, it should be this massive little gathering of people. I know it sounds weird. To say, but
wait a minute.
It's been experienced, dude. It really should, because it's like if you're gonna risk it for the biscuit, should be good.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully by next year things will be a bit more relaxed and people will be more prepared, I guess, for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to all that. Hopefully, all that will get to go through and people will be able to start touring again safely.
It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass, man. It's not gonna be forever. Like we were talking last time, I see it as the whole quarantine as a incubation period. Everybody's just kind of brushing up on their skills. They're building new skills, maybe new hobbies, getting better. I know I have. I finally got like my little studio going on. I got a little simple interface and some monitors, program, plugins, and I've been just recording my ideas. They're not the best quality, right? Definitely not something I want to come home and show my mom, you know, hey, look what I did, mom. No, they're pretty simple right now. But my point is that even during like quarantine, like there is something you can do, something productive, you know, new hobby, brush up on your old skills, obtain new skills, you know. And then after, you know, this incubation period, you come out and we've gathered a whole bunch of new equipment. So by the time shows start coming around, our live sound is just going to be so much better.
It's gonna be tight.
It's going to be tight. It's going to sound really good. Yeah.
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing you guys get new gear. Yeah, you guys are gonna sound good. You guys have been just minimizing everything. That's what I kind of feel like I want to do too. I don't want to be fucking carrying around big ass amps. And I saw that like those Power Stage 700s or 1000s. You have one.
Yeah, I have one. Where is it? Right there.
Yeah, like
I have a Power Stage 700.
Plus like a fucking badass little pedal board. Like you're done.
Yep. And actually, I did a video on the Power Stage 700, and right now I actually have it hooked up, running to my guitar cab and bass cab, so it can do both at once because both inputs are separate 700 watt inputs and outputs. So it's awesome. I love that thing. You can you can power two cabs with it basically.
I have one too. I have the Power Stage 200. It's just the floor model, and I have a Line 6 HX effects, and that's it.
Stomp.
The Stomp. Sorry, I have the Stomp. Yeah. And that's perfect. That's really all I know. And I have a DI box too. And that's it. It's basically my pedal board's about like this big, and that's all I have to carry. And then I have a 2x12 cab, and it's pretty light too.
Yeah,
actually, it's
the same one I have. It's the Harley Benton with the vintage 30s.
Vintage 30s in there. Yeah. I don't want to be having to wear a fucking back brace to take all my equipment up on stage, you know, and off the stage as well. So just being light and versatile too, you know, I can do a lot of things with just that much equipment. And I think that's what a lot of people are aiming for right now, like minimalism, I guess. At least in my opinion. Yeah.
I've seen that a lot more and more. We're rocking 2x12s live, and I bought a 4x12, and I have it at the little practice area that we have at JC's house, and I've been liking the 2x12 more and more every time. Every time I'm just like, I'm so glad I don't have to move this bitch. I'm so glad I don't have to do anything. So weird because like every time we start packing the shit up to leave, I'm just like, God, I kind of did miss this. Like it's just like a little feeling. It's just like I do miss it. But I do hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
But you do miss it. You do miss it.
For sure.
That's going to be cool, man. I was thinking they have I don't know how good it sounds in person because I've never tried one in person, but the EVH overdrive that they have an I think it's MXR EVH overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
It apparently sounds just like the Blue Channel.
Apparently, yeah.
I haven't tried it in person, but apparently it sounds just like it. And
I think it's a preamp pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adrian attests to it. He really likes it. He digs the sound. It's heavy. It's aggressive.
Yeah.
Can be.
Yeah. I think that's another thing that we're starting to see too is like just pedals doing a lot more. Like recently, I got the Dark Glass Element, and that thing is like an interface. I can pair my phone to it, so I can play like songs through my amp if I wanted to. It's like a Bluetooth device.
Yeah,
has an auxiliary in, 2 headphone outs. Right now I have it like doing some weird shit. I'm about to do a video on my pedal board, but it's also a cab sim. So I have the XLR out going. The XLR out is running the cab sim out, so that'll be going to either an interface or a PA for live sound. And on the other side, I have a 1/4 inch out going through my pedal board and out through another pedal, and that doesn't have the cab sim because I'm using an actual cab on that out. So I have my cab sim through the PA, which is like all the dark glass stuff, and then my real life cab for stage sound. It's dumb. It's so dumb, but it's awesome.
It's kind of similar to what I'm doing too.
Yeah.
And Adrian as well. So now all our guitars are going to be coming out through front of house, through the PA, so that
with no cab sim. Oh, with the cab sim. Yeah, the PA is with the cab sim, and then we have like another channel coming out to our stage sound. Yeah, which is our real cabs.
Yes. So yeah, that's basically what we're aiming for. And not just like live shows, but also for live streaming purposes too. And we'd have a really nice sound, you know, instead of what would be like just a microphone just picking up our cabs in the room and the drums, you know.
Yeah, because we had done the Vaquero Radio thing a while back, the live stream, and all of us were going into
an interface.
Yeah, an interface, and then with our live tones. But ever since that experience, like we kind of started buying and building stuff around the idea of doing live streams. So all our stuff is capable of doing live streams really well, and then we're able to hear our cabs. And just like I said, instead of going to a PA, we just run that into an interface, and that would be what the people are hearing on the live stream.
Yeah.
Yo, that's gonna sound fucking awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, that's so much gear.
It's so much gear. And it like that goes back to what I initially said at the start of this conversation. Like it's like just little things are doing so much now.
They really are. They really are. I didn't know you had gotten that dark glass thing. That's cool.
I did an ASMR video on it, opening it. It was funny.
Oh, that's right.
I had seen that. I thought it was just like brand new. It's like that touchscreen one, right? It's like green.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, like the lights move. Yeah, you just touch it.
That's dope. Yeah, I heard it was an interface. They released the neural or whatever.
The quad cortex. I know they're sending it out to like artists right now. Like I know Tim Henson just got his, and like a bunch of like those guys in the prog scene have been getting it. But that's cool. I mean, I haven't seen any demos yet on it from them, but I mean, I'm expecting it when they drop it. I feel like that's going to be a big
demos, thing. Yeah,
that's going to be a big thing because they're sending it to like all the big artists. So I'm expecting that to like hit hard when it drops.
One of the plugins that I mess with is the cleaning archetype for Neural DSP, and I really love the tones that I'm getting out of there. And I'm thinking like, man, I would so love to have the quad cortex just to have that fucking sound.
Yeah.
The quad cortex, what is it going for? Like 2K?
No, it's like 1,500.
1,500?
But that's ridiculous for like a multi-effects pedal, but it's like going to be the best one, I think.
It'll be, yeah.
Or at least one of the best ones.
Yeah. It's going to be up there with Axe FX and Kemper, Head Rush, Line 6, Helix.
I didn't try it at all while I was there at NAMM because like all the nerds were just surrounding it all fucking day.
Oh,
I didn't want to fucking just be there like with my dumbass little guitar riffs in front of all these fucking people, like trying to like, why everyone's like hovering over it. So I was just like, you know what? That's some day shit. And the other day never came because I kept doing other cool shit. So I never got to play with it. Josh and Gabe said that it was really cool. But you know what I mean? I'm just like, I know in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna waste a fucking grand on this shit, so I'm not even gonna fucking try it right now. Like, so I kept doing a bunch of other cool shit. I met Ola, and like I want a solar. I want to buy a solar guitar for the next.
Sick. Yeah.
Ola, and I played the solars there, and they feel nice. They feel like good guitars.
Honestly, like there's a lot of like kids that just customers that go to a Guitar Center where they'll like their dad will buy them like a $3,000 Music Man or something crazy, and you know the kid is basically he you know he's a beginner, and I'm not ragging on them or anything like that. My point is I mean, if you have the money to do that, I mean, more power to you, and you know it definitely gets your foot into the door as a beginner. If you're playing with a $3,000 guitar, like that's really good. But I find that people might get too comfortable and they forget, like, oh yeah, also there's skill, also there's practice, also there's a whole other world of not just, you know, getting the most expensive thing just because it's better. It takes time to develop your skill, develop your taste as well. Even now, like, I don't really know a lot about woods or certain materials and how they react with each other, what exactly I'm looking for. Um, I feel like maybe I'm probably more of a player, and I just kind of need like a one trick pony, a one trick horse, whatever. Um, just kind of like minimal. Like I just need a plug and play, and that's it. That's kind of how I see it, I guess.
Definitely, I definitely do agree with you there. Like I've seen people buy ridiculous, spend more than $800 on their first guitar. You know, $900. I'm like, what's the point of that? That kid's not even gonna fucking, you know, you don't even know if that kid's gonna like it. You know,
Yeah.
You don't even know. Like it's actual hard work. You know, like when I freaking first started playing guitar, like I didn't put the practice in that I do kind of now. You know, I wish I would have. I started playing like 11, maybe that's when I first got my guitar. And I wish I would have put in the time then that I do now, and I definitely would have been a lot better now.
Yeah,
but you know, you're a kid. You want to do other kid shit. You want to do.
Yeah.
And even like now, like I've owned like 2 Strandberg, 3 Strandbergs, an Aristides, and after playing all those, I feel like even like at the level I'm at now, I feel at home with like around like $1,500 like to an instrument. Like that's like my comfort zone anymore, and I feel like I'm getting ripped off, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like at a grand, like an instrument worth $1,000 right now, I can fully appreciate it.
Yeah.
Given my skill and knowledge, I can fully appreciate it to its fullest extent. Yeah, so like a beginner, you know, more likely than not, is not really going to understand the full range of what exactly he's holding in his hand. I'm good with an $800 guitar, with a $900 guitar. Like I'm good with that, man. Anything more than that, it starts to get really gray and fuzzy. Like, do I really need it? Like, this is working for me right now. Even like a $300 guitar, $400 guitar that is set up nice with some good pickups in there, some good hardware, that'll do it for me, man. That'll do.
My Explorer was $150 at a pawn shop.
I
put Fishman's in it, and she rips.
There it is.
So it's like it's whatever. Do what you got to do. Yeah. Like you make it work. Most guitars will fucking work. Don't worry about it. So
yeah,
you like it, you're gonna make music with it. They all make music. They all make noise. Don't worry about it.
I want to tell that to kids too. Like kids will come up to me and like, what do you recommend for like a beginner guitar? Like I'm barely getting into it. Get anything, whatever. Grab something. When I started, I used to borrow my friends' instruments because they weren't playing them. Like, you know, they were beginners too, and they would just leave it in their closet. And I'd be like, can I borrow this? Like, yeah, sure. I would take it everywhere. I'd take it to, like in high school, I'd take it between classes. I'd take it before and after orchestra, you know. Everywhere I went, I would bring the guitar on like road trips. I would take it and I was just like noodling around for hours and stuff. Until eventually I got my first guitar. Then I get it, and then you kind of like grow out of it. It's like, okay, I need like, you're like a hermit crab, I guess. You get a shell, and then you're like, okay, this home is getting a little crampy. I better get out of my shell and find something bigger. And then if you know you continue that process and you get bigger. It's a weird analogy, I guess. It's a funny analogy. We're all crabs.
We're all crabs.
Moral of the story.
We're all crab people. Don't worry about it. That's fucking funny. But yeah, I always did have those kids too, where you would want to like, hey, you're trying to sell too. So I was just like, hey,
that too, yeah.
Hey, you might want to up that a little bit. That
yeah.
$1 Geo might be a little nicer when it's a
yeah.
150 RX. You know what I mean? Like,
also it's like, I guess it depends how committed the kid is. Okay, maybe start off with a $300 guitar, and that'll last you for a good while. You know, other things to consider. Maybe the kid is like 11 and he's about to have like a growth spurt or something. He'll grow out of that guitar like in a year. Those are things to consider too. Like, you know, when am I going to grow out of this guitar? Maybe I should just invest a little bit more into the future and get a better deal.
No, but honestly, I heard there was a funny story about when you used to work at Guitar Center, Brian.
There is a funny story about when I used to work at Guitar Center.
What was your downfall, Brian?
We're gonna have to get you to tell it again.
My Guitar Center was this amazing Saturday afternoon. I forget what. I think it was December. I want to say it's December. I don't remember what. It might have been like 2014, 2015. It's a while back. I'm selling my ass off. It's busy. It's a nice day. The manager at the time, he comes up to us and he's like, "Hey, Brian, I got Papa John's for everyone, 2 slices each." And I'm like, "Dope. Fuck yeah. I'll go get them on my break. You know, I'll keep selling, keep going. I'm going about my day. I finally get my break. I'll go to the back room." And in the back room, there was this girl that used to work there, and she's like looking around. She's just sitting there. And she's counting how many slices of pizza everyone's getting. And I'm just like, that's weird. But okay, whatever. I grab my 2 slices. I think I eat them there, and I take off. It goes by a little bit, you know, time goes by, and I'm just like still selling, and my friend comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, man, I don't want to get you mad or anything, let you know that Prisma thinks you're going to grab more slices of pizza." I'm like,
why'd she think that?
There's a reason for that.
The reason she thought that was I was a little bit fatter at the time than I am right now. And I don't know why. That just got me offended. It got me a little heated, if you know what I mean.
I'd be true.
It got me a little heated. Got the fat boy. So I don't know why, in my anger, I decided to page her because I was going to talk to her real quick while she bringing up that I might get another slice of pizza. If I wanted to get another slice of pizza, hey, that's on my terms, but I wasn't going to. So don't be bringing it up if it's not going to happen. So I page her, right? And instead of just paging her that was in the back room, I paged the intercom of the store. Moron. And I'm like, "No one wants your fucking pizza." And I just hang it up. Middle of a Saturday, dude, fucking kids are running around. There's families. There's like, you know, they're like trying to buy like a nice, like, you know, speaker system for their church or whatever's going on over there for audio. You know, family. It's a family afternoon. And I go out there, "No one wants your fucking pizza, babe." Dude, I fucked up. But
that was the downfall.
It's a good story. It's
hilarious. I love that one.
Yeah. I was running it. I was running the story by Pablo. Like, I was talking to him about it, that we had done a podcast and brought up the story, you know. And then so I was like, "Okay, Pablo, I want to hear it from your mouth. Like, what happened that day?" Exactly the same. There was like 1 or 2 customers that complained, you know, and then you got pulled into the office, and it just went downhill from there.
It's so funny, dude. So funny because it's just like, now you think about it, like, bro, I was like 19, like on top of the world, because like I was getting paid real good. Those commission checks were real nice. Real nice. Yeah. And like I was living with my parents, so like I didn't waste money on anything. Like it was fucking badass. I was so fat because I was eating out all the fucking time and just drinking. Like,
yeah.
At 19, like a moron, I was constantly drinking. Like Head Trip was was a very bad influence. But hey, it happens, man. It was real good times. I miss it a lot. I miss selling gear, or I just miss being around gear all the time. Like I always loved that job because like I felt like it just honed into one of my special skills, which was talking to people constantly, and like just constantly like just being around music and being around gear. Like I really always kind of like felt like that's where I should always be.
Yeah.
That's where like NAMM and like places like that, like it really brought that want to be around music again. Like I was like, man, I applied again. I reapplied, but they don't do rehires as well as I thought they would have.
We're looking for somebody in drums.
I'll sell some motherfucking drums. I'll sell some shit out some drums. It's like this ongoing joke in Lone Star that I'm a better drummer than JC.
Why is that?
What's that?
Not at all. I can't play drums to save my fucking life. We're in the studio, like we're going over his drum tracks, like listening to them, and like there's a video of me like coming into the studio room, like, man, I fucking killed that shit, right? Like, just like, yeah, dude, like, hey, like I don't remember even how the fuck it started. That I'm the best drummer in Lone Star. It's just so fucking retarded.
That's funny though. That's hilarious.
Stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
But man, how long have we been doing this? Did we already do the hour?
I think so.
It feels like an hour.
It feels like an hour. Man, is there anything else you guys want to say? Anything else you want to plug? Fucking, well, we still got you here.
I guess, yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, everybody can follow us. If you aren't following us already, follow us on all our socials. On Facebook, it's Nautilus versus Pangolin. On Twitter and Instagram, it's NVP Band. Go ahead and follow us, and we'll definitely be posting our new stuff soon. So yeah,
that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that shit, man. I'm pleasure to talk to you guys again. I want to thank you guys again for doing this again for the second time. You guys are the shit, man. I really appreciate you guys. I hope the best things come to you guys, dude.
Thank you. Likewise.
Likewise, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I'm gonna end this right here because I need to go to the bathroom. And fucking y'all have a great rest of your day, okay?
Likewise.
Later, dude. Take care.
Bye-bye.